10. Question 10's on the test, but you're gonna have some practice today, so.
Oh, the Streamlabs is up.
All right. Question 10 says, can you guys read a question and tell me what's going on?
Like read it out loud.
A tank with a rectangular base and rectangular sides is open at the top. It can be constructed so that its width. It is to be constructed so that its width is 4 meters and its volume is 36 cubic meters. If building the tank costs $10 per meter squared for the base and $5 per meter squared for the sides, what is the cost of the least expensive tank and its dimensions?
Okay. So here's a question. What we're trying to minimize here?
Money the cost.
Cost.
Money. Yes, we all love money, right? How's a big corporation save money? They know how to do calculus. For example, iPhone, they will find a way to minimize the material use, like the amount of aluminum, because aluminum is really expensive. They'll find a way to minimize the thing and still build the best product. Aluminum?
You said like aluminum. Rubidia.
You know what? Leave me alone. Thank you. All right. So now if you want to build a fish tank, so if you want to build a fish tank, it must have a base. The base usually very expensive because the base require more thicker material on the side, doesn't require as much. And the base had to support all the weights, and had to be able to glue the side on top of it. So it's actually they will be different costs, of course. I hear that they say volume is equal to 36, and they say I think width or length is 4, right?
Yeah.
Width is equal to 4, and the cost of the bottom is equal to $10, as opposed of cost of the side is equal to $5. So for me, I will write down this side is 4, and this side is L, and this side is H. Now let's look at the base. For me, like we try to minimize the costs, right? We try to minimize the cost, but we start with surface area, however. So let's look at the surface area. We're gonna draw it. So for me, drawing helps a lot. This is a base. So the base is gonna be more expensive. So it's gonna be $10. And what is the base measurement?
4 by L.
4 by L. Okay, so 4 by L. But obviously, that's just only take care of the base. It doesn't care of the other sides. There's 4 sides. 2 of them are equivalent to the other 2. So then let's do the different color for the sides. So first of all, let's do the side. We know the side is cost $4 or $5. Yeah, $5. And which side are we talking about?
That's just any of the sides, right?
Yeah, which side that we want to talk about right now? It doesn't matter which side. You just have to pick a side.
4 times height.
4 times height, okay. But that's still $5. So 4 times height, and there should be 2 of them. There should be 2 of them because they are 2 sides. Sorry, that was a really bad drawing, but it's still H and 4th, and they cost $5.
Are there not 4 sides?
4H. They both are 4H. So that means that take care of the blue part. And the base is the bottom. The base is here. This is the bottom part. Okay, so any questions about that side? Let's talk about the red side. So red side is gonna be what? H times L. Good, then you're doing good. So H and L, but there's also $5. And H and L is $5. Okay, so they are totally 5 sides. So I just consume. So when I construct this, I actually see it visually. What is the cost? What is everything? So let's start with a surface area. Surface area is equal to the base, which is 4L, right? Plus 2 of the side panels, so it'll be 2 times 4 times H, I think. Plus 2 times H times L. Am I going too fast? That's basically the surface area. That's without cost. Now I have to implement the cost on top of the surface area, because cost is going to be here. It's going to be 4L, but the cost is going to be what? $10, right? So I'm going to write down $10 here. Plus 2 times 4 times H, but this one is going to be what? Okay, so here I'm gonna do 2HL, but it's gonna be $5 as well. So that's gonna be $5 as well. So I'm gonna get 40L plus 40H, right? 8 times 5 is 40H. And a plus 10HL. And that's cost. This is what we're trying to maximize. Like we say, there was 2 variable before. There is L and H, so requires a product rule. But how do you avoid product rule? This constraint, if you pay attention, 36 is equal to 4 times H times L. Why is that a good thing? Because it will give you a 4, that's nice. If it doesn't give you a 4, that doesn't really help you. So 9 equal to H. So H equal to 9 over L. So it'll be 40L plus 40H. H is going to be 9 over L plus 10L times H. H is going to be 9 over L again. What happened, nice thing is this L cancel out. And that's going to be 40L plus 360L plus 90. So now I can take a derivative of that. C prime is a 40 minus 360 over L squared plus 0. So set that equal to 0. So L squared equal to 9. L is equal to 3. H is also equal to 3. And the height of the width is 4. So it'll be 3 by 4 by 3 box. And if you implement everything in, it's going to be exactly $330. And that's the cost. If you got this right, you're doing good, because this is the test question on the test on Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday. It's just some people want to leave early. Anybody leaving early for the break? If not, it's Friday. Otherwise, you have to take it Thursday afternoon. Because when you come back, you're not going to remember anything. Questions? This question will be on the test. You're gonna get some more practice today, probably a cylinder and stuff like that. I'll give you the answers though. What else on a Friday? This is another question that I will talk about on Friday. I just say f of x is equal to 4 minus x squared. Okay, cheers. Find the point on the function that has the closest distance from point 0 to. I'm going to illustrate to you what happened. There's a point, there's a black point. Which point on the curve that's closest to the black point? Any ideas? What should I use as a primary?
Primary would be the 4 minus x squared, right?
Something to do with 4 minus x squared, but what will be the equation I'll be using here? No?
It would be
What is the distance formula? Good job. Does anybody remember what's distance formula?
That's square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared.
How many of you guys remember that?
yeah, Pythagorean theorem.
Yep, it's just Pythagorean theorem. Imagine I have a point here, I have a point here. This is a x1, y1, and this is a x2 and a y2. Right? Imagine that I want to find a distance between 2 points. The best thing is create a right triangle. And this right triangle is going to be based on this point and this point, and this is the point of interest, is the green line from here to here. And you say, oh, okay, I want to find out a green line. But the green line is basically this is a distance between two, and this is a changing of x. This is a changing of y. So d squared equal to delta x squared plus delta y squared. And so d is equal to square root. Delta x is equal to the difference of x2 minus x1. So it'll be x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. And that is the distance formula. That's the derive of the distance formula. Some of you guys don't remember, but that's okay. I'll teach you how to derive it. Does that make sense or no? Now let's use distance formula. We're going to use the distance formula here. And we're going to compare the x minus 0. Why do we come with 0? 0 is right here. Square plus y minus 2 square. That's my primary equation. That's the one I'm taking derivative of. Now, what's a constraint? What is constraint here? 4 minus x squared. Good job. x squared plus 4 minus x squared. Why is that? Because this is the y. Y is the 4 minus x squared. So it's equal to x squared. Oh, I need a square first too. Plus 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus x. Am I going too fast?
Oh, I see. Because f of x equals y,
Yep.
and f of x equals that, then you put, instead of having y there, okay.
So can that be x squared minus 3x squared plus 4? Now I find that everything in terms of one variable now, which is nice. Now, also something else, I'm gonna explain this a little bit, is the square root doesn't have to be there. Now you're gonna be like, what do you mean? There's square root. I cannot just get rid of square root. I'm not getting rid of the square root. I'm trying to optimize the material inside the square root anyway. So I can assume that square root is not there because I'm trying to optimize what's inside. I'm not trying to optimize the square root. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because I'm trying to optimize whatever here. And whatever here.
Is that because the lowest distance would be the lowest square anyway, so it doesn't matter too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can ignore that part. Now I'm gonna tell you, you don't have to ignore it. You could get the same thing. So we are trying to do this anyway. So we're gonna do d prime here. So it's gonna be 4x cubed minus 6x. And now set it equal to 0.
That's not
So it'll be 2x equal to 0, 2x squared minus 3 equal to 0, x squared equal to 3 over 2, x equal to square root 3 over 2, plus minus. There was three options here. There was like x equal to 0, x squared 3 over 2, and x equal to negative square root 3 over 2. But which one is the right choice? Right? You look at this, right? This distance here, square root 3 over 2. It's 1.5. Square root 1.5. I don't know. It's something like this part. Right? Which part is a shorter distance, right?
they're the same.
I don't know. We don't know. So that's what I'm trying to say is we don't know. So if we don't know, what do we have to do?
Between the two.
Not plug in X, but what? What can we do to verify that's the shortest distance? What?
Yeah.
Well, that can be done, but it's not the best.
Could you plug it into the distance thing?
No.
We put it into a
Plug into what? No. Plug in what?
Second derivative?
Second derivative. Why do I do the second derivative? Because it's easy to do second derivative. Because that's 12x squared minus 6. And I'm going to do d double prime plug in 0, see what happened. So it'll be 12 times 0 squared minus 6 is equal to negative 6. Is concave down is that maximum or minimum? It's a maximum. We're not trying to maximize the distance. We're trying to minimize the distance. Okay, so let's do d double prime of square root 3 over 2. That's equal to 12 times square root 3 over 2 square minus 6. 12 times 3 over 2 minus 6. 6 times 3 is 18 minus 6. That's equal to 12. So it's 12 is concave down. No, it's concave up, sorry. 12 is concave up because it's positive. And then that's a minimize. So we just minimize the distance. We just prove that this is the minimized distance, not maximize. So this one is a wrong answer. This is the only one right answer. Then you can plug it back in.
And it's of both of them, right? Because it's
Yeah, so that's gonna be is equal to 5 over 2. So it'll be negative square root 3 over 2 to the 5 over 2. It's the shortest distance. And square root 3 over 2, 5 over 2. That's the shortest distance because that's located right here. Now Chauvin's like, well, it's very obvious that's gonna be a shorter one. So the actual situation last year, right? You cannot just say, oh yeah, that's obvious. The other side is shorter. So there's a funny story. Last year there was a kid that I said to Kelly was in my room helping the student. I said, Kelly, I said that gay kid. And Kelly got so upset at me. He's like, how can you call that kid gay? I said, that kid is obviously gay. He is 100% gay because it's obvious. He's just like this. It's really like, he has to be gay. So, and Kelly got upset at me. He's like, why do you call that person gay? I say, well, he is gay. If you don't believe me, let's verify it. So you have to go verify it. So I went up to the kid. I says, are you gay? The kid says, Mr. Ye, I'm gay and I'm proud of it. And I was like, see? He's gay.
hi, Callie. That's not Kelly.
That is insanity.
I'm so sorry, man.
You're being worse than me right now.
Dude, that is crazy.
My brain is not working.
So,
and I saw you doing that, so I thought you were like hiding.
So the why did I say that? The reasoning is I said, you have to verify it, right? You have to verify using second derivative. You cannot just say, yeah, that obviously it's gonna appear as the shortest distance. It's not true. You cannot just say, you have to go into second derivative and to prove this, it's true. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody, but
Okay, so I want to let you know, Ethan wasn't like this before he met me.
I can mistake people with other people.
Yeah, no, but like,
That's not exclusive to you. You're not special, Corbin.
wow.
I need an apology.
No, there you go.
Yeah, it's true coordinate that's closest to it. 0 is actually a relative maximum. So after this point, right? After this point, it's actually get further away. So this is the closest part. So here is really far, and till this part is the closest. But after this point, it's gonna get further away from the 0, 2. So yeah, so you have to verify with a second derivative. You cannot say that's obvious. Yeah, we know that it's obvious, but I still went up there and asked him.
I'm not.
Miss
What?
Did his name start with a B?
I don't know. He's a Brazilian kid.
Wait,
Huh?
okay.
He's a Brazilian. But he was really nice. I really like him. He's like he want to be a flight attendant. Huh? No, there was. Come on. There was the people are straight in flight attendant. You cannot assume that. Huh? I don't know. The guy. There's no question. But he's he's pretty cool though. He's not offended. I said, would you? So
it's the conversation that we had.
Yeah.
We've had that conversation.
So I went up to ask him, and he's like, you know, I'm proud of it. I said, do you get offended? So I asked him, I was like, I just for common knowledge, would you get offended if people ask you that? He's like, no. I don't know why people get offended, but he doesn't. But if it's something not sure, like you're not sure, then you don't ask them that. You know that's pretty obvious. Anyway. Hopefully I'm not offending anybody. So yeah, so that's the shortest distance. Sorry, I just have a funny story, I'll share it.
Your head was blocking her face. I couldn't see. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She's offended.
No, I'm not. It's just like it always happens. Like people always mistake Kelly for me or me for Kelly. Like especially from behind.
I think did that mistake you once? I feel like I did.
Yeah, you probably have.
All right. So the next question is. The next question, I'm gonna give you a same situation but different situation. So you're gonna have those two practice. Tomorrow I will not be here. You got all period to practice.
Oh,
Where are you going today?
I have to go do the mental health training.
oh, Gorbert got to you finally.
Yeah.
You're like, get in here now.
How'd you know?
Well, you said that like she's been like, yeah, you gotta do it.
What is the difference between 1 is plus?
I can read
Oh, okay, so I'm better than all.
What is this grading?
I got 1 multiple times.
I've got my plus. I've never gotten like one.
This is the second time I got a 1. Okay. Okay, so there's a
All right. So shh. All right. So I'm gonna have a same situation here again, but the goal is different. So I will say find the biggest rectangle
Ooh.
you can fit in between the parabola and the x-axis.
And is it the same grade?
Yeah, same grid, same everything, but same situation. So I'm gonna draw a arbitrary rectangle. And I'm gonna see, okay, I wanna see what is the biggest rectangle I can fit inside the square root, inside the thing. One of those days I'm gonna get canceled.
One's gonna play like slims and you saying stupid shit back at you. Everything that you've done wrong. It's a PowerPoint. It's all of your clips.
That would be good.
Exhibit A, B, C, D, and Z.
Last day of school, you come in, you put a flash drive.
But I swear, I don't think that's offensive though.
To ask somebody if they're gay?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah, asking questions isn't offensive.
Yeah, but if you don't want to ask somebody who's in between, like,
But like, what if? But did you know him at all? Like, was he
yeah, we get along. Ask Kelly.
What?
You are the first hand witness.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. You should show
I
Kelly
know
the
it's
clip.
me. Hi, Kelly.
You should show Kelly the clip.
No, I was telling him. Remember last kid, the Brazilian kid.
Oh, the gay kid.
Yes.
I forgot his
Oh,
name
I
too.
forgot his name too.
Chase is not Brazilian.
Okay.
I watch AB stream.
Oh, not that.
It's a little surprising.
Oh.
The other Chase, the gay Chase.
Oh.
All right. So
Oh my god.
so what happened is what can I build the biggest rectangle inside, right? So this is the easiest way to see is this. There's distance here is x. So the area is what? What is the area? 2xy. Good job. It's 2xy, not 1xy. It's 2xy because this is the x here, and there's y here. Y is based on the constraint. So the constraint is 2x. Y is going to be 4 minus x squared in this particular case.
That's the constraint.
Yeah, because that's the equation. Oh, yeah, this is the equation. Sorry. I forgot to write down the equation. It's the same one. I use the same one to use. So it makes it easier for you to understand. So that's going to be ax minus 2x cubed. A prime is going to be 8 minus 6x squared. So 8 minus 6x squared is equal to 0. 6x squared equal to 8. X squared is equal to 8 over 6, which is equal to 4 over 3. So x 4 over 3. You can pick out an area, or you have to go back and plug in. F to the 4 over 3 is equal to 4 minus 4 over 3, which is equal to 8 over 3. So the area is equal to 8 over 3 times square root of 4 over 3 times 2. And you don't need to evaluate. You get to this point. I'm happy with that. That's how you do the biggest rectangle inside. Okay.
Last year was cake, bro. Bro, I only took pictures of the Samsung. But she had the lighters up, bro. That was like the most free cost. That's a lot. It's so high. I think like 8 is gonna get there. Did you see the
So you're gonna do for homework. You're not gonna do everything because there's some question I don't need you to do. For homework, it's gonna be 11, 12. That's kind of hard. Circle and square. That's also hard. Okay, 15. And so that is the first part of homework.
She just wrote that. She just wrote you're stupid, like for 3 pairs. That's all. That's literally the only words she wrote. Like she got multiplication point.
honestly, you could really. Hey, listen, I did not say that. You have no video evidence that I said that.
I think you did that part.
I did not say. I completely believe. Have you ever known me to be mean person?
Yes. All the time, Corbin.
No. That's like your entire character. Don't stop. This whole bit is that you're mean. Rock doesn't even know me. He
Your
knows.
whole bit is that you're mean and that you say I'm a nice person, right?
That's your whole bit.
Yo, I'm good, bro. How about you? How many you got? 2 days. I don't think he's
But his helmet.
1 minute and 45 seconds.
No way.
See you. Chase, what are you doing? You having fun over there, Chase?
Is that a different page?
It's a totally guacamole.
Yeah. Probably. I need. Corbin, you can play with that.
Why? Because I got better. You suck.
Literally all of it.
I went. I'm gonna go to a private class.
And a whole thing of robots.
Well, obviously, you better not have.
Decent. I only I didn't end up doing it. I can't tell if they did it on Thursday or Wednesday or Friday. Wednesday I did Burning questions anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to. What?
Did you see like the law in the cops?
I only
It's not that good. It's not that good. Well, I swear it's not that good. Bro, it might be the Tampa one, bro. I have it in Tampa. It's not good, bro. Bro, it's regular. Bro, it's regular chicken. Yo, where public chicken is way better.
hell no.
Nah, bro. When I had it in Tampa,
You okay now?
You go to Cane's.
No, tomorrow I won't be here.
At all.
I don't know. Wait. Tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know how long the training is. But I can tell, maybe Mr. Kinch can come over and stay here. Kinch. That teacher that always here in my room. He teach pre-cal.
What is he?
He is white.
Every day after come, he's like,
always doing something. Let me see if I remember how to do that. I did it this weekend. I need to know. When that math test? It's
What?
in January, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been working my ass off on that. I took that 12 personally. I did like 15 problems with my tutor on like 12 pages. Of
You
notes.
have a tutor?
Yeah, I have Mr. Jarrett. He usually helps me with physics, but I was like, today, we're changing it up. And I have,
Jarrett?
12
Who's
pages of
Jarrett?
notes in my math. Just great notes.
Who's what?
Oh,
Mr.
different
Who?
Jared?
Yeah, Mr. Jarrett from Huntington.
Oh, okay. I
From
don't know
where?
who that is.
Huntington. It's that place that offered you on the email, and you started putting it on
Which one?
Huntington, like the tutoring center.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm smart enough without it.
Yeah. We kind of had to work through it together, so it made sense.
I started tutoring for physics with someone from my church offered free tutoring.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, yes, please.
That physics word is not like. I think I guess I'll make this work.
Yeah. And it's like right when I finally learn something, it's like either we don't end up using it or
Yeah, we just don't. I did what's it called? I learned springs.
yeah, it's like uniform circular motion. It's like wasn't on the test.
I'm so hoping to take the integrals of absolute values by myself. I've never been to. I'm so mad. Let me see if I remember what it is. It was 8, 0, absolute value 2 times 3x. Okay. Can I erase this, John? Okay.
Don't go to the tutoring to do the math competition problem.
Okay. I was learning myself.
Because you could have learned a lot of things yourself.
Yeah, I looked at this like website for integrals and I learned it. So I think, let me see if I remember. I think
I like how I completely buy it with the I just made up a math problem for fun so that I can figure it out.
It's 0 to 3, 0.
Wait, how do you know what's like?
Hold on. Let me come over. Stretch my leg.
If it is song,
Okay, I promise.
you go to library.
Write it down. One time that my mom was like,
Is that your set? Is that your set?
yeah.
It's very nice.
She's so nice. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure that these first dimensions that it gives you are not real.
Dude, 1 minute remaining until class.
All that matters. Together, that's kind of similar. And next week, then you're trying to find I used to be able to be like, hey, I might do this, but it's probably not yeah. Which is 2 5 R squared. Equals
Just go there.
I did really well because
I mean, for me, I'm really good at it. Next to you. Like, I feel like for non-practice, it's a lot easier to connect to other topics. Conversation is like, it's a fish.
This one I played like off the fuck. I wouldn't even get it. But I think
Yeah, I don't need it over it.
I'm trying to back her. What
Oh,
you need to solve for one level, and
Okay, the one thing we can
you
try.
probably want to solve for
No,
80
we can try that.
because that's significant.
This one especially is not fast.
it's Canvas.
So what you do is
This is one question that we solved the first day, and then without the quantum pieces.
negative pi r squared over 2 pi.
Why wouldn't you just use like the wall?
Because you're solving a surface area.
Then 25, 34. I did it right.
I would think it's different more. That was one for five.
Well, that's
Okay,
I got the inside.
Wait, hold on.
I'll take. Oh, it's good.
It is good.
That whole.
I don't think I did it right. Wait, give me a second.
How do you make it a shape?
You cut through the
Oh, I see.
over to and
Yeah.
hold it.
It's. Oh. Wait,
I got it.
wait, what did you get? Wait, no.
I'm on maybe. Yeah, I'm okay.
So you have that.
Oh.
And then what you do,
Five, then
think.
25 comes out of 38, 34. Okay.
That makes it big more.
I did it right.
I'm sure
There's an easier way. Here.
It's equal to
Well, you don't go to you have tutor. Tutor doesn't have shit. Yeah, it couldn't take too long. And tutor doesn't start seconds.
hold on.
Right?
Wait, yeah,
Eight,
like
right?
equal negative r because
So
then
how
it
high
would
is the
be
triangle?
at a minimum is 0.
What is
Not
correct?
correct.
What?
Hold on.
Right.
And I think it is something.
Three to zero.
Okay.
So what happened after this 96? So it's six, 3. And then
Yeah.
9. Everything on the left. So 34.
You take your each straining. You're right. You take the
How
whole.
you can do it in 7 seconds?
I written it in the opposite order that I usually do, so I just took the bottom out anyway.
Wait, you were
Correct. When you said why don't you use color? So then you
No, I
just
was wondering. So it is probably.
Why?
so h equals 355 over pi r squared.
You set up?
Then you plug that into the surface area. So 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r minus 355 over pi. 5 cancel out, and the r on the outside cancel
Cut off the square, pull it upward.
r.
It's gonna be rectangular color.
That means 2 pi.
Just like what we did the first day, when we said cutting the,
Oh.
cutting the big one.
Get static 10 over, and you make it cover. So as it pi r
No.
minus static 10 over pi over r
Oh,
squared.
you're talking about that one.
It changes to minus?
I think it's multiplied by negative 1 because it's r to the negative 1.
Dina! You're only freshman, chill out. Take 2 separate classes.
And then you have that, you would all of them for r. So you get, well, you multiply everything by r squared. And you want as a parameter. That's just 0 equals 4 pi r cubed minus 710.
If you cut the middle square out.
R cubed equals negative 710 over 4 pi.
It's a. Wait, all the sides are different.
One of Maxwell's angle AR equals the cubic root of 7. I can't tell. Do we solve for? Well, I think we have to. We need to find surface area. No, it's fine because the surface area. Okay, wait. Before we do anything else, now we'll plug this in to solve for H. Oh, I hate that. Square root, then that would be fine.
Gotta be something more. This.
We get 4 pi arm.
So whatever X you cut off, it's gonna be the height.
It is
Now, the thing that-
You want chapter 4?
square root, then it would
You're gonna fold it up.
so then we have 8.
Wow, I got chapter 7 on the dot.
Pretty much.
I was like, I have another 100 pages. The other one.
355.
I'll start it over.
I times
X times 3 minus 2x times 3 minus 2x.
710
Because you fold it up, it's
Four,
2x.
five.
It'll be X because you fold it up.
2 over
There you go. So now you distribute it by I think over the
Just doesn't feel right.
Oh.
That look right? I mean, kind of check through and it seems like.
Check the calculator, what's the answer?
Oh yeah, you're right. So, okay, so if we quickly solve the surface area. It was the entire square was
Which question is that? 11? I'll tell you it's right.
How was that?
cube root.
Dude, I had 8 bombs.
Oh, man, 85. Boy, no way.
55 over I times 7.
11 is gonna be 355. It's this answer. It's on the board.
Wait, is it right?
Don't just take a picture, Nathan.
No, I'm gonna do it and then check
I
the
looked,
estimate.
I looked at it and like, as it looks really ugly, because like the surface area that is 2 pi 7 10 over 4 pi to the 2 over 3 plus 2 pi cubic root of 7 10 over 4 pi times.
Is it gonna be like that in the test?
No, this is just extra part.
Like,
I know it was on.
this looks hideous. This looks horrible. It looks, it just looks like, oh my gosh, why?
You don't know how.
That is so easy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's at 11, 12,
This can't be that
here.
You know, for like the pi.
Leon, don't you dare to take these because I'll take it out personally. no point doing that. You always jump 1 year over, so leave it alone.
Volume equals. This is usually the age, the dimension, this is. It's the name of the subject.
Read the question.
What's the dog? What? It's a dog.
Cost
Yeah, for next year.
for.
No, for you can see you.
Equals.
9, 6x
Square
squared.
per square inch.
6x squared.
Oh, I'm making 2 days spread out.
Last year.
The number from.
Two. Double cost is basically just yeah. So it would be 2 pi r squared. And the top would be
Yeah.
pi r squared.
Yeah.
Plus 12 pi r h.
No, but maybe to get that another test out.
So, 2 times there, like,
2 pi r squared times 2. 2 pi r h times 6.
I will in your help.
Okay. Probably be better to solve the key. So then, what?
what did it say equal to?
I remember.
Okay, so if you put it they urinate through their mouth. Okay, so they
I mean, I can see the pencil over now. So we want to find the derivative of the total cost. So we need to solve for
So what I just.
h. So v equals 300.
But I'm using my mouth to eat. Why would you tell me that?
So it's like all that soft.
H equals 300 divided by the total cost. Well, I are times 300.
Or just like running.
Which plus 12 times 3.
So not a map.
Or square. A lot.
Let's say it's side of the road. I don't know your map. You gotta double check your map. Because if you cannot fix a map, then that's gonna be a long term issue.
If you make it today, then it's not long term.
Looks like it's. That's the use for.
Yeah, because. Let me recall
So that's how you do it.
Problem activity is always on the.
Where do they get it? I haven't seen this in the road. Where are they getting negative 25 points for? For 11.
Oh my god, I hate.
No.
I don't know where they're gonna get it. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so. Yes, but monkey should not like. I hate monkeys.
Yeah, I got nice nothing.
Well, I know that's
supposed to be
four.
one and a half. Do your math wrong again? You're supposed to take a delta to take equal to 0. Did you take a delta? Four x squared plus 24x.
Yeah, because they only.
Yeah, I know, but like the last one was spinning. And the second.
Yeah.
You stay in your lane. You stay in your lane. Alright, go help her. If you wanna help her, go help her. She need help. You were learning something, don't
Yeah, are you sure you don't need help?
It's square bottom, so I would say that. And then your head is.
She needs the help. We do that.
You need help. We evaluate.
Well, why don't you do some problem you don't know how to do because somebody can help you. Don't know how to do long division, ask for help. If you're gonna do there, do the things that you know how to do, just do at home. Don't try to here, do the things you don't know how to do. That's the point of tutoring.
Okay, now.
Ask for help. Should I yell at you or should I? You don't know how to do long division. Ask somebody to help you do long division. You're not coming here to do the problem you know how to do. You're coming here to do the problem you don't know how to do. My goodness. Ask. Please. Think of somebody.
I don't know.
If you have to strangle somebody, strangle me and one of the other. Now this is it.
She doesn't have knowledge, but she don't do knowledge to the question that she know what to do. What's the point of tutoring? My goodness. It's like knowing how to use your time efficiently.
Can I erase stuff on that
I
part?
need that. Wait, so that's like, yeah, we need to work.
There's nothing over there, probably.
It's square bottom.
Get
Oh,
something.
It has long.
oh.
So what's next to the area of the base?
Yes, it's like 4 pages. What is it? Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. What? 4, 5, You check it out? Okay, which one's the right answer? You got 1/2 and 3/2. Which one is right? You can do that, but also realize that 3/2 is
Okay, I'm just gonna write one thing. If I haven't told you, I'm just putting numbers.
There's only 3, so you can have 3. So 3/2 is not right. Who's that? Have you talked to him about it?
Okay. So what you would do is, so just like with regular long division, you do your thing out here, so you have x squared plus 7x plus 2, and then in here you have x cubed minus 6x squared plus 17x. And then how it works is it works very similarly to long division in
No, leave it alone. You haven't learned that stuff yet. You need to keep it. If you got 100 on your test,
I'm like
then
trying to gonna be honest
make
with
sure
you,
you get 100 on the test.
wrong too, but I know how to do it. I'm just trying to
He's not doing enough.
remember if I know it correctly. Mr. Yang? Wait,
What?
I just want to quickly check that I'm tallying this correctly. I just match up like you just match up like the
Yeah.
first term, right?
What?
You multiply the first term to be correct, right? Like so, like I would say it goes in x times multiply this by x divide minus that.
No, he's supposed to have their own division. Yo.
Okay, if I remember correctly, so
Lena, hey, go help out and
I'm
do
gonna
long
do
division.
that.
She did help with long division. Ethan needs to do her homework. You have nothing to do. Go do something that's helpful.
I just wrote down random numbers. It's not going to work out cleanly.
Then find a question that's gonna work.
Do you have like an example problem to do?
No problem, I give it to her, but she don't do it.
Oh, it's not in this notebook.
It's in your cell phone.
I'm looking right now. Oh, that's doing it. I can't
I did yesterday.
Okay, so I was correct on that. Maybe I couldn't remember if it worked on it mattered none at all. It's what? I wrote down right now.
Oh, so you don't know that?
Oh yeah, no, I don't know the answer. I just wrote down their random numbers.
No.
So basically, what she's doing is she's just looking. What you want to do is basically you look at the first number and you look at this one here. So if you multiply this by x, then it's x cubed with x cubed. So then you multiply all of this by x, and you get minus x cubed minus, and then in parentheses x cubed plus 7x
Okay,
squared.
so you need to skip the amount of like the.
Yeah, you just want to look at the first thing,
Okay.
basically.
So skip the first one because there's 3 that you're dividing it by, so you can divide them all individually. Minus them from each other.
That's 1, 2, 3, 6 over here, and then you go times it. You just. Bye.
Prime, this is double prime.
Oh, is that over?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Two down. Let's do 3/2.
Run me a pass. Go to speed. They were just coming back.
Lena, there's no point to step ahead of you. You need to focus on current events. That's how you become the best. Right now, you're not going to become the best if you just worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you do. No, then you got to help other people that will need the help. Instead of just, and you don't need to ask for people help. Yeah. If you come here, go after you.
You really went through.
I'm an old senile woman.
go at kids for no reason. I get.
Well, the person's job is to be out people. Solve their educational.
See, the whole time you could ask 2 questions while you're here. You're doing something you know what to do. What's the point? If you come here, you better come up and say, hey, can you help me with this question? People help you. But what's the point of computer if you don't ask for help?